FSI data and metadata can be examined and downloaded from the IMF's FSI Data portal. The FSI Data portal contains data on core and additional FSIs and includes FSI reported by country, sectoral financial statement or underlying data used to compile the FSIs, concentration and distribution measures or CDM, and country metadata. Let's first look at the coverage of the FSIs for all reporting countries and then examine in more detail some of the available data. Let's plot some data retrieved from IMF's FSI Data portal. You can see that coverage of the FSIs is larger for the deposit taker sector. All reporting countries submit at least a subset of the core and additional FSIs. Data for the deposit taker sector is generally sourced from supervisory data, which is often more readily available than the data required to compile FSIs for other sectors. About 1/3 of reporting countries compile FSIs for the non-financial corporations and household sectors. These data are generally sourced from national statistics and are often less readily available. One reason for the small number of countries reporting FSIs for money market funds, insurance corporations, and pension funds, and concentration and distribution measures is that these were only introduced in the 2019 FSI guide. Submission of the expanded set of FSIs began in 2022, and these indicators are expected to increase over time. Let's look at the FSIs reported by country. FSIs and underlying data can be exported for all reporting countries. Available data vary by country and include core FSIs for deposit takers and real estate markets, additional FSIs for deposit takers, additional FSIs for the other financial corporation sector and its three subsectors, money market funds, insurance corporations, and pension funds. And finally, additional FSIs for non-financial corporations and households. Here is an example of the core FSIs reported by Albania. Albania compiles and reports most core FSIs on a monthly frequency. Similar data for all reporting countries are available for download and review. The sectoral financial statement for deposit takers comprise the income and expense statement, the sectoral balance sheet and memorandum series. These constitute the underlying series from which the FSIs are derived. The same structure applies to the other sectors. Let's continue with the example of Albania. The sectoral income statement for the deposit taker sector can be exported on a monthly, quarterly, or annual basis. Balance sheet data is similarly available for the Albanian deposit taker sector. Finally, let's look at the concentration and distribution measures or CDM. The IMF is collecting data on CDM for selected FSIs. The goal is to capture tail risks, concentrations, and variation in distribution over time. The CDM are intended to capture critical information that simple averages can miss. There is only a small number of countries currently compiling and reporting these measures, with country coverage expected to increase over time. Now you know how FSI data can be reviewed and downloaded from the IMF's FSI Data portal.